Well, denizens, the show is about to start. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. The show's about to start, blah, 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 whatever the song. I can't sing. Now that Apple is pre-recording all their presentations, it's a little bit slicker. Giant sliding doors. This is like a supermarket opening here. Tim is walking up. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, he's excited. Yep, third major event in just the last 2 months. I don't want to hear about your watches. Apple One. I don't care. The HomePod Mini. Yes, I bought 2 of those. I'll be reviewing them. I don't care about the iPhones. Tim, please stop. I wonder if there's going to be a one more thing. We love the Mac. It's in our DNA, even though you tried to kill it. Just 10 years ago, you tried to kill it. The Mac leads customer satisfaction. He's using the diving hand gesture a lot. 50% of buyers are new to the Mac. Oh, he opened his eyes there. Yeah, like the Mac itself. People who use the Mac are challenging the status quo. So 99% of these people were using old MacBook Pros, not the new ones. What does that tell you? They cued a bird. That was nice. Nice. Oh, there's another bird. Oh, what is he saying? Oh, Tim, sorry. Oh, they've got the Get Smart doors opening up. John Turnus, VP Hardware Engineering. Create a set of new advanced technologies. Because we don't want to pay Intel anymore. So F you, Intel. That's really what he's saying. I could hear the bass music. Oh, it's not the A chip anymore. It's the M1 chip. I wonder what the M stands for. Okay, now we're deeping diving into the chip. Deeping diving. Here's Johnny Suruji. I love this guy's accent. So now we have a circuit board with multiple chips. Apple has always done a lot of SoCs over the years. This is not unusual for Apple. Never have a bubbly drink while you're trying to do a presentation because 5 nanometer billion transistors. So 4 high performance cores and 4 slightly slower cores. Yeah, just like the A chip. You can believe this chart because it really has no numbers or values anywhere. How does Apple afford their own gear? They are going to be providing integrated graphics. 8-core GPU. So this is just like the A chip architecture. Another chart without any kind of numbers or values. Woo! M1 is not just higher up on the chart, but it's colored. The latest PC laptop chips are only gray. Processes 11 trillion per second. I can do more than that in my sleep. Secure enclave. I wonder what the French word for enclave is. Oh, so is the boxes, for frig's sake. Universal versions of the applications coming from Adobe, which is something that we would all expect. So we already know about Rosetta. He claims that some applications actually run faster under Rosetta than under Intel. I'd have to see that. We can run our iPhone and iPad apps directly on Big Sur. The developers are saying that they're happy. Easiest transition we've ever had. It only took us a day. 10 minutes. 2 times faster, 3 times, 8 times, 10 times faster. This will be a big deal. Seamless workflow from your iPad, iPhone to the Mac. Nobody on the roof this time? We get to see the first Mac. Here it is. What's it gonna be? The chip is flying up into the sky. Tiny circuit board. MacBook Air. Makes perfect sense to have the MacBook Air to be the first Mac, Apple Silicon Mac. 3.5 times faster, up to, than the previous generation of the Air. 5 times graphic performance. Sure, I'll bet the integrated graphics on the Intel chips are terrible. Edit multiple streams of raw video to 3 times faster than the best-selling Windows laptop in its class. No fan. 15 hours of wireless web browsing. 18 hours of video playback. Okay. So this is what we were looking for. Oh, look at that. F keys on the MacBook Air. Now we need to know what the price is. So I'm impressed. This is exactly what was expected. So they haven't changed the price. $999 US, $899 for education. Another Mac is going to be M1'd. Mac Mini. It's got a fan. She's not wearing socks. If they deliver really good performance without heating up your room, this could be the resurrection of the Mac Mini. So it's the same M1 chip, but if they can give you better cooling, 3 times faster than the previous quad-core version of the Mac Mini. 6 times the graphics performance from the previous Mini, which I totally understand. They keep talking about games, but are they talking about iPhone games? Should I get a Mac Mini? To USB-C, HDMI, USB-A! Oh my god! They're giving us... Oh, and an Ethernet port! Ooh, I pooted. What's the price? $699. Okay. $100 lower than the previous Mac. So this is what I was talking about before. If they can give you better performance at a bit of a break, it will encourage you to buy one of these things. I don't know what the sales were for the Mac Mini but I've got a feeling this is going to go through the roof. The graphics performance of the Mac Mini was just dreadful, which is what really crippled it. One more Mac to come, 13-inch MacBook Pro. The 13-inch does have a fan in it, so obviously they're able to push the processor harder on the MacBook Pro than in the MacBook Air. Up to 3 times faster than the best-selling Windows laptop in its class. Everyone goes to the same class, I found. I wonder if they beat each other up. Battery life, 17 hours of something or other. 10 more hours than before. 10 more hours than before. This looks very impressive. This is exactly what we had anticipated, and this is what Apple had to do. $1,300 for the MacBook Pro. Mac Mini, MacBook Pro, 13, and the Mac Mini. This is all what we anticipated. All looks good. Up to 20 hours of battery life. So that's a killer feature. I wonder what the battery life is on the Mac Mini. Oh, they plug it in. Oh, we can order them today. Next week. Okay. They have been cranking up the factories. I wonder about the software. What about the software? So I wonder if they're going to have a M2 for the next lineup of Apple professional products. Now we're finishing off with Tim. No more one more thing? Someone had said that this entire presentation was going to be a one more thing. Meaningful role in people's lives. There you go. Presentation over. No, one more thing, one more thing? Come on. Oh! Ah! The PC guy. That was nice to see him again. Production health and safety. Daily health screening and temperature checks. Periodic testing was provided for presenters, cast, and crew. Proper social distancing was practiced, actively monitored. Face coverings were provided and worn by everyone except on-camera presenters and cast. Only the presenters, cast, and crew were in the area where production took place. When multiple presenters were featured, they were properly isolated from one another. Production locations were thoroughly and regularly sanitized. What did I think of this? Well, you know what? It was basically exactly as I had anticipated. And I think Apple did a very good job. In fact, the biggest concern that I think I have is the early adoption, whether people are willing to be able to take the chance that Apple will, in fact, fulfill its promise of having compatibility with all the old Intel software. They are claiming they will. If that is the case, then there's not going to be any kind of impediment for people from buying these things. And obviously, it made sense to go after the low-hanging fruit, the least expensive Macs that they have available. And it looks great. It looks very, very exciting. I would be very excited to see how the Mac Mini performs up against my 10700 Hackintosh here. I wonder if the Apple Store is up here. $699 for the base model, and it comes with 8 gigabytes of memory and a 256 gigabyte SSD. The next one up, the $899, so for another $200 more, you get obviously the same chip, but the SSD just doubles to 512. That is a crappy upgrade. There's nothing to differentiate these anymore. Usually what has happened in the past is that Apple had these different Intel SKUs, CPU SKUs, upping it a megahertz here and there, but that doesn't exist anymore. 16, so that's the maximum amount of RAM you can put in the Mac Mini. And if I want a terabyte drive, then it comes to $1,300 for the Mac Mini. That's about the same price that I built my 10700 Hackintosh for. But that included a 4K monitor. So I will leave it at that, denizens. So long till next time.